All right, I am live for this little Scraps of Joy session. I have pulled some images and stuff, and I had to cut this out of the book. It was just not staying in there. It was making me frustrated. So we will figure out a different way to do this part. I did leave, because obviously we glued it down. So this is on the page here. So we'll figure out something to do with this where we can still show it off. But it was frustrating me, and I was over it. So maybe we'll do something that flips up. I don't know. We'll see. For now, it's out of here. Okay, so I kind of already had a play around with some of the stuff. So I kind of know what I'm doing. I figured it'd be shorter if I pulled things out and I. Okay, so I want to put this on here, and I want this leafy thing behind it. And I think that will be good. I think we're gonna ink that. But I've got my ink pad under here. So I've been watching YouTube videos, catching up on some stuff that I missed. A lot of stuff comes up every day. That's all I'm saying. I'm subscribed to a lot of things. And also, some people are putting out a lot of content. Which would be great if I was only subscribed to, 5 or 6 people. It's hard to keep up, is all I'm saying. So, it's always, because I also like to binge streaming shows and movies, and it's fun for me. I just rewatched Tremors and Tremors 2. I may just go through all of them because I think they're all available on the streaming service that I was watching them on, which I couldn't tell you what it was. I don't know. Let's see if we can't just push that down a little bit. And I've had people tell me, that I binge too much, there's always that insinuation, well, I never watch. Well, what are you doing with your time? It's not better to watch 15 hours of YouTube streams a day than it is to watch a TV show. It all kind of equals out. It's still, something that's taking up your time, presumably while you're doing other things. You're not just sitting around doing that one thing, I think I just put this upside down. I think I actually wanted it like that. And there went the thing. Always seem to be missing corners. Okay, let's put that back on the corner. There's a lot of the book is getting very thick, is all I'm saying. All right, let's put our lipstick on here and move on from there. I have some ballerinas cut out and a lady in a big coat that I cut away a little bit so that I could fit that boho kind of elephant on it, like it's coming out of her coat. It is a big coat. It's a kind of retro vintagey picture. Obviously it's a reprint because I don't really own vintagey stuff. I don't feel like investing in that because it's not my jam. What I have to tell you lately, I see a lot of people insinuating and occasionally, very occasionally, outright saying that vintage is the only true junk journaling. And I don't think that's true. And I think it is kind of a shitty thing to say. Just in that, and there's a lot of people just starting out, and you're basically telling them any other ideas you had, forget it. You're not really junk journaling, or you're not really, making anything worthwhile if it's not vintage. So this is it was a square picture, and then I cut it out, and then I was like trying to layer things. So I wound up cutting apart, right here, where I'm going to have I want it to look like kind of the elephants coming out of her coat. So we're going to run it off the page a little bit where her dress is. Just like that. So we're going to start by kind of tacking her down to the elephant. Okay. Let's glue, and we can go all the way to the tail there, it looks like. And then we can add a little bit more security to them as a pair by doing some on the coat on this side, so that they stay as a grouping. And we're going to ink just a little bit on this, mostly on that coat. And we're going to be cutting the elephant feet off probably, so the dress is going to be the end point for that. So yeah. Okay. There's one of our ballerinas. Okay, so I'm gonna trim the little tail off here because I really didn't want the elephant sticking out, and I somehow still managed to make it do that. Okay. So we're just going to line up the bottom of her dress because that's how she stands straight. So the elephant is just kind of trundling out of there. So let's glue that. And we're going to put lots of glue on there because the elephant is a thicker chipboardy kind of, not chipboard, but it's a cardstock weight. So yeah, so I watched the original Trimmers, and then I watched Trimmers 2. And then I watched a whole bunch of YouTube videos. And I went into, I think Johnny had a live yesterday that I was in for a little while. It wasn't a very long live, but she was. And then I rewatched something where she was doing making a box out of rulers, which looked pretty freaking cool. I think I just want to lift that up a little bit, even though it makes her dress crooked, because I don't want the elephant to be like, all right, so we're gonna trim the feetsies off there. Sorry, elephant. Gotta have boundaries somewhere. Let's throw that little piece away because it's got some glue on it. That's all I need, just for it to be stuck up against the. Didn't quite get it clipped all the way to the edge of the page there. All right. So there we are. Let's push that down all nice. There's a little tiny bit right here of her coat that's obviously did not get any glue. All right. I'm liking that so far. I'll hold it up. It's hard for me to see it. So that's where we're at so far with the, I know there's glare because it's shiny magazine pages, right? All right. So, and we've got our two tiny ballerinas. This doesn't look like it has any glue underneath it. So let's just put a little smidgy of glue under there. Now what I do with that? Okay, so I wanted one to just be up here. Like she's making a giant leap. And then the other one I kind of wanted to put on the elephant. On the original paper, they were the other way around. They were like that. But I think I like the darker one up there, kind of on the line of the lipstick maybe. Maybe that's where she's balancing. And then we'll put the other one. Or we could just need one. Maybe we just need one ballerina and we'll save the other one for later. To be careful with that image though. Be easy to lose it. Okay, so that means maybe we put her a little bit further over. Maybe here, like dancing on the elephant's head. Okay, I think we're going to go glue stick for her because she's a little bit fragile. So we're just going to carefully glue. Put some extra glue stick out since it's soft. We're just going to add glue. And then we are going to very carefully position her legs before we put any other part of her. My finger's sticky. And then we'll just gently push her down so we don't misposition any of her limbs or rip them right off the page. There we go. So that's where we're at. Now I had trouble finding the words from the book. I did find Klingons Conquer Comic-Con. I do like Every Day is an Unforgettable Adventure, so I think we're maybe going to cut that apart and put it over here. And I did find Highly Illogical, but I don't think I'm ready to use that. So we'll leave that there. We've got Get Into It. And here comes the fun. But I think I want to do this one, and I think we'll do Klingons Conquer Comic-Con. And then I had a thought. I was looking at him, and I was looking at the little, because it's a little plastic toy that this is a, and I thought, he has those kind of lips that they're white, really. And so they just kind of blend into, so maybe looking for a pair of lips to put on him. Is that wrong? Is that just totally inappropriate? But they need to be kind of, maybe these. That's still a little big. Let's see. So far, I may have to get out that L real quick and look for some. Those are too big too. For the proportion of his face, that's a lot of lips. Okay, so let's grab that Elle magazine and see if we can find some smaller lips. I've got it over here. Okay, let's put that up there. Now, if push comes to shove, we will use those lips. Let me tear them out so we can get a better idea of how much smaller than this the lips need to be. So give Captain Kirk some luscious lips for this. All right, let's see. Yeah, that's a little bit big for his mouth. Let's see if we can find something a wee bit smaller. All right. What about her? Let's try her lips. Now, just decapitating people. Ooh, the tiny ones are hard to work with. Go figure. All right, let's see if this is going to work or if we're just going to have to go with bigger lips and live with it. Nope, now those lips are too tiny. Okay. There's got to be a middle ground on the lips here. So now we know what size not to use. What kind of lips does Captain Kirk need? I'd like to get him some lips with a little color in them, you know? Those are going to be too big. Too big. Ugh. Gotta get rid of this perfume page though. I thought I'd pull all of these out. Are those the lips for you, Captain Kirk? Let's try it. Right. These are a little bit bigger than the other lips, but not as big as the first pair that we tried. And they're pink. I'd love to give him some really glam diva lips, but may not be in the cards for Mr. Kirk today. All right. Yeah, that's a little more in proportion with his face, don't you think? Okay, let's see if we can find something a little bit brighter, but that may be the thing. That may be it. All right. On to search for lips. You know, if this wasn't what we were looking for, it'd be everywhere. Those lips are way too big. But I like the dramatic color. All I had was one little thought. I didn't think it would be this difficult to execute. These are all black and white pictures of her. Those lips are not the right facial expression. That if she had color on her lips, that might be the thing. I think we're not going to find lips in this one. I think Elle has failed us for once. All right, we'll try one more. We'll flip through one more. See if we can find a fashion magazine. Town and Country. This one just came in the mail. You look like Cosmo. All right. No. Definitely not going to be in a Game Informer. We're not going to find lips that are good for that. Probably not. Let's see. I'm looking for something a little more fashion-y. All right, here's a Cosmo. The butt seat. All right, let's see. Maybe we'll get lucky in here. It's a little too small, but that would be. It's not going to happen. I think we're just going to have to go with the cute pink lips. What about those? I know they're animated lips, but they are purple. So why doesn't she have on brighter lipstick? That would be perfect. Then are going to be like, somebody ripped something out of this magazine. It would have been me. Separate these pages. Okay, nope. Darn this neutral lipstick trend. Okay, it's going to have to be one of those two lips that we've already. So it's either going to be those or these. think these are a little bit smaller. Let's look at them on camera. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the lips. All right. We'll put that in the people bucket. Let's glue these lips. Oh, I almost lost the lips. Don't lose the lips. They're tiny. And we spent so much time finding them. All right. Now let's get rid of all these extra pieces. Sorry, lovely lady, but I needed your lips. Okay. Here we go. Leave them put them on right side up. Oh, yeah, that's a whole new look for him. Oh, my gosh. That shouldn't amuse me as much as it does, I'm telling you. I am playing. Whoa. It's a little uneven right there. Whoa, whoa. I am like, this ink pad is out of control. It's off the hook. Okay. Okay, so we're going to put Adventure down here at the bottom. Okay, yes, that's good. So we're just going to use the glue stick. And if it fails us, then we'll use the liquid glue. Unforgettable. I would sing to you because I've got a song in my head. When they did the Nat King Cole song and they did where they digitally made them have the duet. That song stuck in my head. But I sing terribly, so I'm not going to sing to you. There we go. And despite Captain Kirk's fabulous lipstick, Klingons do conquer Comic-Con. Maybe because he didn't have any red shirts with him to sacrifice. Okay. The lips do it for me. The lips are extra fun. Oh, we're moving the wrong way. Okay. So there it is. There are our pages for today. His lips are just making me happy. All right, now we need a pen. And we're going to put it right up here. So this is day, oh dear, let me Let me take a sneaky peek. I think it's day 8. Yes, day 8. Maybe not lean on the scissors, Amy. Day 8, 4, 9, 2022. There we go. We are in day 8 of Scraps of Joy. See that tiny little scrap of lips that we ripped off that lady's face? I think it makes all the difference. I think that is just beyond awesome. And it's almost like she's got a little sneer going on. I don't know. I think I'm so happy right now. Oh my God. Okay, so let's go back to the beginning. We'll do a quick flip through for anybody in case you don't want to watch all the other videos. Okay, it starts here. Is this day 1? This is day 1. Yeah, because that's 12/22. Day 1. Day 2 with our mermaid tail. Day 3 with our witchy face. And pancakes. You know, I love me some pancakes. Our tennis shoe as a tip of the hat to Never Hopeless by Elizabeth. This day, courage is accepting that one day we will all leave this world, but we get up and live it anyway. Living takes courage. And then we just did some pretty pictures and added some butterflies and little flowers and stuff. Here we go. This is just time's running out. Start doing things you love. I was in love with this circle eyeball thing that I cut out of a magazine. We got a lips thing going on this week. I don't know if she, I think that's a skateboard, but maybe it's not. I don't know. I think it's a skateboard. If she skateboards in that dress, she's got skills. This is yesterday's collage with all of our fun sci-fi weirdness that we had going on. And that's today, which Captain Kirk was already on the page. We put him on there a few days ago. And we just gave him a little something extra today. All right. That's the end of it. 32 minutes. It would have been probably 10 minutes less if I had not spent all that time looking for lips, but I think it was worth it. I do. So that's the end for today. However you guys are spending your days and nights, I hope it brings you great joy and happiness. Each and every one of you absolutely deserves it. Until I see you in one of my lives or in a box somewhere, I wish you the happiest of crafting. Have a fantastic rest of your weekend. Do the things. Don't do the things. Lay around and eat bonbons and watch silly movies. Watch action movies. Watch horror movies. Be a little afraid. Do all the things that you want to do. That is the end, guys. Bright blessings and hugs and hisses and all of the fun things. Bye, 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 bye. Captain Kirk's lips. The end.